I always have to hit God.
Me too. All right, ladies. Hey, how's everybody? Did everyone have a good week? The weather was beautiful.
Beautiful. It was
Yeah.
really nice. Not too hot, not too anything. I had a broken air conditioning and I didn't have to do anything. Just
Oh,
wait till I
good,
fix it.
good. So you
And I
didn't.
had it for 3 weeks. Broke 3 weeks.
Oh, wow, that's money I know involved in that. You know, household expenses can be very jarring. Well, listen, let's welcome Tammy back again with us this week. Tammy, welcome back. We do
Hey, Tam.
appreciate your company coming to visit our house. We appreciate that. Truly, we do. So ladies, last week we talked about thinking about older men that have older men that have older children and how much a part of their life you would actually be, especially when it comes to the will and if they were to leave you something, if they passed on before you did. But now, and Bonnie said that. What was your term that you used? But that was just a tear.
A snag.
Okay, snag. So Bonnie said that was just a snag in the silver lining. So we know the silver lining has snags, but you know what the silver lining also has? It has it has different parts to it. So we're going to talk about the part that relates to younger men and why younger men like to date older women. We've talked about in the past older women dating younger men as their preference. Now this is an added part to the silver lining. You can be with someone, younger if that's what you choose. And we want to give you some of the reasons why this psychologist says that after, research that he's done, we have 7 reasons. And we may not go over all 7, but there are 7 reasons that he feels that younger men choose to date older women. So ladies, who wants to jump in? Anyone who wants to jump in?
I'll
I'm
start.
jumping. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh,
We'll let our guests go first.
Let our guest go first. That's what I'm
So
saying.
out of the 7, Tammy, which one resonates with you as it relates to younger men?
number 6, younger men who date older women are open-minded. Younger men who date older women find the term cougar archaic, misogynistic, and repulsive. I totally agree with that. Now, it's going to be, and also it's going to depend on the age gap. How long is it? If it's 10 years or less, I don't think that's much of a difference. But some people may. But it just all depends. And guys vibe together. You both still look relatively like the same age. I think those are important, and it plays a role in the attraction. So you're not always looking at that person as an older person, especially if they don't look older, right? So if they kind of still look like you could be in their age range, it never really crosses your mind. I always think you're with an older person.
Kate, can I just jump in real quick before we continue? So if you were dating a younger guy, and let's say that he was settled, but he still like, to hang out with his friends and go out to the club every now and then. So how would you feel about some of those things? Well, his friends smoke weed, they party, listen to loud music, but you really, really like this guy. Would you be able to hang around his friends?
I
Would
don't know if I would want to. Um, I'm not saying I want the relationship to be private and just in the home, but I would pick and choose when I wanted to hang with his friends. So if it's a night with just the boys, um, and I definitely would have to feel how I'm feeling. I don't feel like I want to change dresses or necessarily do what he does or anything to that effect. So and it would be up to me. It wouldn't make a difference though.
Okay. So wait, you said it would make a difference?
No, it wouldn't really make a difference.
Oh,
Because it would be up to me whether I wanted to go out with him or not. Unless he's like, oh, come on, babe, I really want to introduce you. Then okay, I'll go out with you.
okay, okay. Just curious. So Tammy, getting back to that. So for you, that would be something that would be endearing to you. That kind of younger man, right? You would be endeared to him because he's someone that likes older women, and he doesn't believe he doesn't like the term cougar. He doesn't, vibe with misogynistic people. With that, so that's the younger man that you'd be attracted to.
Yes, I guess if he had that mindset, um, and we got along, we had things in common. Like I said, you won't always think about the age factor, right? And again, it's not that much of a difference with it being 10 years. You start to notice it more if it's beyond 10 years. So to me,
But is that an issue though for you, dating the younger man who's more than 10 years younger than you are?
more than yes, I wouldn't no, if he's more than 10, I wouldn't be dating him.
Okay. Well, that's so you have.
She said more than 10, Chris. I think if he's less than 10, Tammy, is what we're talking about.
Yeah, if he's less than 10.
Yeah.
Oh, if he's less than 10, then that's fine. Mm-hmm. I don't have a problem.
Okay. Because that means that he's a lot younger than you are.
Well, I'm saying okay, so the 10, that's it. I'm not going beyond 10.
Okay, so you're not going lower than the 10 difference.
That's her.
Okay, that's your preference. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so ladies, jump in. We've got 6 more reasons why younger men like older women.
Well, there's one they said a high degree of introverts prefer a personal and deep conversation topics. They do not like loud, boisterous music or nightclubs. They prefer that quiet night at home. They have a low threshold for tolerating drama. And there are also traits that older women are
might possess as well, right?
Right, exactly. So I do agree that there are younger men that probably do like that, and there are a lot of older women that are that way. I know that for myself, I just basically, if he's younger or older, I basically want someone that is going to be on my level of having fun, and going out is a part of it. Maybe not clubs, but lounges or jazz clubs. They still call them clubs. Or doing impulsive things and things like that. I'm not the one that wants to stay at home on a quiet night. I do at sometimes, but not all the time. So I'm just saying, for me, the preference can be 10 or 15, but I have found that when you get to like that 15-year mark, they start repeating things and saying the same things over and forgetting stuff. And even if they don't look like your son, they are more like your dad or your grandfather.
So you don't mind dating a younger man, but a younger man that has these characteristics is not the one for you, basically.
No, because it sounds boring. And I'm not bored.
But see, that young man, he wants to date an older woman because for him, he's thinking that the older woman is more settled. But in your case, it's the total.
I'm not trying to bring up nobody's son. To me, that's almost you looking for your mother. And to be honest, the younger men I have dated in my life, younger to past 10 years, okay, like older women because they were around older women when they were younger, raised by their grandmother or something like that. And I only will like them if, we liking the same type of things. That's basically it. I don't want someone I'm teaching anything to.
Right. Understood. Okay, so that's good to know. So, and as we dissect this, it's real interesting because no one can just say, "Oh, I prefer a younger man." It's a lot more to it than that, right, Wendy?
Yeah, I mean, looks wise, they got it. Okay, okay, they got it. Physically, yes, I'm very attracted to younger men. But sometimes they come with some drama, right? They come with it.
That's
If
true.
I were to meet one that is settled and that liked all of these things, all the way to number 7.
And
Okay,
what does number 7 say, Wendy?
number 7 was problematic for me. Insecurity. Let me read it. I'm sorry. Okay, so these men may be low on
So,
self-esteem and seek validation. They feel a sense of accomplishment when they are able to attract an older woman. Yeah, that's a problem. That is a problem. Okay.
So that type of younger man, you are not attracted to. You are
No.
definitely not attracted to him. Okay, all right. Any other thoughts on that?
what
Yeah.
about your thought?
Oh no, I just I want to make sure she had gotten everything out.
Okay, I think that the libido, when you talk about libido match and you talk about even embarking wisdom, I feel like that's a good thing if you can embark some wisdom on a person that's younger.
Yeah, because some younger men have old souls,
True.
Also, yeah, and they like old music and
Yeah.
maybe some things you haven't got. They might have eclectic tastes.
Right, exactly.
So, but it's cool, I think, if you can embark some wisdom, business or financial, on them. I wouldn't have a problem with that. I know, Bonnie, you said you would. You don't want to teach them anything. But yeah, and they can teach you, they can teach me, I should say, about technology and cultural trends, pop culture, that type of thing, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
When you talk about, yeah, just number 7, I have a problem with. All the other things are, I vibe with. They would be really cool if I could find someone who had those qualities. Even introverted. I'm a little bit of an introvert, so I prefer extroverted people. You know what I mean? So I
Absolutely.
get that part, Money. I understand that part. But if they are younger and they don't want to party and be in clubs and things like that every weekend, I can get with that. Yeah.
So I have a question, because we keep bringing up partying and club. I feel that the age range that we're talking about is like beyond 10. Is this something like 15, 17 or something years? Because
I
I keep hearing,
not necessarily, because you can have an older, younger man that still like to hang out in the club. We
It'd be different for each one of us, I think. When you talk about the 10-year span, it's gonna be different.
Right.
Yeah, because so let me just say this. Number 4 is the one that resonates with me. And it resonates with me because if I met someone that was 25 years younger than me, and I won't even go into what my age is, but 25 years younger than me, I'd be okay if this was this man, because it says number 4, men who like older women are supportive and secure about their masculinity. Research indicates that men who find older women appealing are far more supportive of the woman's actions and goals and are not afraid to flip the traditional gender roles.
I agree with you.
So if I met that young man, he was 25 years old, younger than me, I'd have to consider that. and before I read these things, if you recall, I've always said that I wanted someone in my age group. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now that I've read what this psychologist has unearthed about younger men, that they exist. They exist. They're somewhere out there. So yeah, hey, Tina.
Hey, I Tina too, baby.
Shout out to the icon legend.
And I will say what I love having Tammy as our guest, because Tammy is younger. So we get a view of a younger person and how they view, like she's not going 25 years younger.
Oh no.
Oh, that's
So,
like okay, because that's like asking for trouble. Yeah, that's like something not serious. It depends if you don't want a relationship with anybody, you just want somebody to play with, then that's totally different.
So
But
boy, boy.
yeah. But if you are trying to have a relationship, about to get married, like for me, 10 years young, like I'm on a dating app. And so my age preference is 44 to 54. So 10 years or whatever, I would go lower, but I won't go older. But that's another story in terms of like all the people I've been getting. But I'm just saying is, if it sounds like y'all been talking, like if you're talking 15, 20 years, now that's a huge gap. But if it's just 10 years, it's not that much of a difference.
Yeah, but see, if it's 15 to 20 years and he falls into one of these areas that's positive for you, you might consider it. You never know.
Uh,
You can't throw the baby out with the bathwater all the time.
because at some point in conversations about things or being knowledgeable about things, you will kind of have you will run into some snags. But you don't want the age gap big, it should just be like, not, like a lake, not like an ocean.
When you
Well,
get older, you may want the ocean, Pacific and Atlantic.
so like Wendy, Wendy and our friend Flora, she said 12 years up or down, and I've always pretty much stood by that. But I'm telling you, after reading some of these characteristics and qualities of younger men and why they like older women, I might be dipping my toes into that ocean.
You know what is interesting is that there are some younger men who prefer older women, and it's not some mother, they don't have no
No
mother
issues like
issues
that.
and
I
things
got
like
you.
that. Yeah, they just have always preferred older women, have always dated older women. So thank God for them, right?
Exactly. They don't want to listen. They want, because they want someone that has a substantial conversation that's not talking about the last outfit they bought last week to wear out for the weekend. They might be talking about current events and that, and that, because because guys, what is that term? Sapio? What is that term?
Sapiosexual.
What is it? What is it called?
Sapiosexual.
Yeah, that man is
Attracted to
a man
intellect.
who's stimulated, who's stimulated not by sex or things like that. He's stimulated by your intelligence. So you can have younger men that are stimulated by your intelligence and not, but not no sexual, appetite for you or something to that effect, I guess. Does that make sense? Is that right? Is that how it goes, Wendy?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Intellectual stimulate. Yeah.
Yeah, intellectual stimulation. So
It
well,
makes me think about, you guys were talking about Tina Turner, her husband's 16 years older than her. And so we all have to think,
Younger.
wait,
Younger.
which one? Ike was older. Erwin is younger. Was
yes.
younger. He
But
was 30 years. Erwin was 30 years her junior.
he was 16 years younger. But
No, he was 30 years younger.
no, because she met him at age 46. He picked her up. I remember her talking about this.
Yeah, I do too, but it was 16 years.
30, she was 46.
Let's see.
Let's Google it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was getting ready to say.
But what I'm saying is, she wasn't just any ordinary 46-year-old woman, right? So she was Tina Turner. He knew who she was. And she does have an intellect about her or whatever. So he probably had like a maturity about him. And then again, she was Tina Turner in terms of him doing that, all right? In terms of an average 46-year-old woman in general. So yeah, you had the race thing and older. But again, she was Tina Turner. So I think that played a major chunk in him, like.
Is that what would you feel like with all the stars? What's her name?
Cher and all
Cher,
that.
right?
Yeah,
Cher,
Madonna.
Madonna.
I agree.
Like,
I agree with that sentiment. It's not, but there are some May December relationships that are just ordinary people. It happens. It does happen.
It does. And
Yeah.
I know with me, I am not, I am not good with ages. Okay. If I meet you and I like you, we're talking, unless you look like you are young and unless your conversation indicates you are young. But if you come to me and you're mature and, nowadays young guys are shaving their heads, so you can't go by, oh, they're bald, they're older. You can't really judge that so much. So you got to kind of go with the conversation and the way they dressing. If they're wearing saggy pants, nope, not talking to you. If you got something in your teeth, not talking to you. I mean, there are certain things that I do look for when I meet a guy, but if you come to me, you step to me correct, and you're younger, I may not know it for a minute or so, and we have already gotten to know each other, dance or conversate, maybe go to a movie or something. I met you in a restaurant. However, that it, after that, then you have to decide once you find out that they're so much younger, do you want to deal with the person?
And it
Right.
depends on what you're looking for. You looking for marriage? Are you just looking
Oh, girl,
just
I ain't marriage. I am looking for fun. I
oh you
say this
saying
all the
But
time.
even if you were looking for marriage, you can marry. And I stand corrected, Tammy. You are correct. I guess I don't know where I got 30 from, but yeah, 16 years. So that's not a big that to me is not a huge difference. Maybe back then it was, but now that he's 67 and she was 83, that's kind of in the same realm, you
it,
know. But
yeah,
back when she met him, probably it was a little different.
and he also had to be an individual that didn't want children because that he had to think about, did he biologically want any children? You know,
That's a thing. That is that's a point of inflection, actually, Tim. If they want children, yeah, that's not gonna work.
yeah,
That's not
he
gonna work.
he probably was. He probably felt good that this attractive, well-known star like me. He probably felt she was attracted to it, and he probably was like, I'm okay with not having kids because I'm really into this woman, and thus here we are today, to have them being together. But that's the thing you have to look at. What are you wanting? What is your intent? Do you want marriage? Okay. Or do you
Well,
just
yeah,
want
you definitely have to look at those things when you're dating someone younger.
Mhm.
And you have to look at it from their perspective as well. You
Yeah.
know, you need to know what their thoughts are, because if they want children, they're not in it for the long haul. As if those days have passed for you,
yeah,
not at that age, and no, not really.
exactly. So like with me, like I'm wanting to marry again. I'm trying to adopt a child between 4 and 7. So I'm not trying to look for somebody like in their 60s, right? That doesn't make any sense, or late 50s, because it's very understandable. What man is
Because he probably doesn't want to have a small child running around.
exactly. So that's the thing. And if I'm youthful in a sense in terms of doing things or whatever, I don't want somebody that's just so settled and domesticated, and they can't, no, I can't go to the belt line with you this weekend or next week. It's too much. I can't go to the belt line. So that becomes an issue. So then that kind of makes me stay in a certain age range because I don't want to go through that. I don't want to deal with that. That makes
Understandable. That's
yeah.
definitely understandable.
Oh, definitely understandable. Definitely
Yeah,
understandable.
and
And
that's where the compatibility comes into play. We're right back at a compatibility. Is that person compatible? Do they like to do what you like to do? At least some things that you like to do, you can do together.
Yeah, not just saying,
Sure.
oh, like older women because of ABC, XYZ, and them feeling good because they was able to pull an older woman. Okay, but now, do you really like me because of me? Or you liking me because of the year I was born? So that's the thing. And now you have to ask those questions because you don't want someone just liking you because you're older than them, right?
Right. That's true.
Right. Right. Yeah.
That is a fact. So ladies, I'll put the other 3 or 4 reasons younger men like older women. I'll put that out there so that other women can see that and see if any of those resonate with them. And if you have some other thoughts on younger men, leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. We're definitely open to listening to your voices, and we are going to be doing some live shows. So get ready. We'll let you know in advance when we're going to have a live show, because we want you to come on, leave comments and whatnot on the topic of the conversation, and we will respond to those comments as well. Right, ladies?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to be brave, and we're going to go live. So Tammy, thank you once again for coming on this week. We definitely enjoyed having you here. So we know
yes.
we know where you stand with the younger men. Can't be more than 10 years.
We know where she stands with the older men. Can't be more than 10
Can't
years.
be 50 or 60.
And that bar just continues to move as you get older, Tammy. It just keeps.
That's what I was about to say. That why I keep saying that she is so wonderful to have her, because you get a younger view. You get
right.
because she doesn't always think the way we think. We don't all think alike either.
Right.
But I'm saying that listening to her and understanding where she's coming from for where she stands at her age and how we stand as our age, it's really wonderful and refreshing.
Yes.
Thank you, Tammy.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Definitely. Ladies, any parting words before we sign off for the evening?
Have a great week.
And don't forget to like and subscribe. Click that bell, so when we have new content, you will get an update. And
leave us a comment.
Leave us, like Bonnie said, leave us a comment. So ladies, thank you again. Have a wonderful week, and we will see you. We'll see you all in a couple weeks, or next week rather. Sorry about that. And you'll see us next week. So listen, have a great week, and we hope you enjoyed the conversation. Ladies, have a good night.
Night.